Hey Dub Nation, Alex here, diving deep into the most shocking, jaw-dropping trade rumor that's hit the NBA airwaves. Our Golden State Warriors are facing an uncertain future after a challenging playoff run, and while Steph Curry and Draymond Green are legends, their careers are winding down. Even with the addition of Jimmy Butler earlier this year, the path in the brutal Western Conference looks tough, especially with injuries piling up. But what if I told you there's a rumor about a move so massive it could instantly change everything? We're talking about potentially acquiring a legend from the Los Angeles Lakers to form a brand new Big Three with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Get ready, because the buzz is that the Golden State Warriors could potentially target none other than the king himself, LeBron James, this offseason. Yes, you heard that right. LeBron James in a Warriors uniform. This isn't official news, and it's based purely on speculation right now. But the idea alone is enough to send shockwaves through the league and get every single fan talking. Could a successful pursuit of the Lakers superstar truly change our fortunes next season and beyond? So, where is this incredible rumor coming from? NBA insider Alex Kirschenbaum of Sports Illustrated recently floated the idea that the Warriors might pursue the four-time NBA champion this summer. The logic: LeBron could provide some much-needed size and experience to our front court. Kirschenbaum notes that LeBron has long been linked to Golden State, partly because his epic rivalry with Steph and Draymond has, over time, evolved into a genuine mutual respect and even a bromance. Despite their 5 intense playoff battles, the history is undeniable and the respect is clearly there. However, let's be real. Adding a 39-year-old LeBron to a core that includes 37-year-old Steph, 35-year-old Jimmy Butler, and 34-year-old Draymond Green immediately raises huge questions about durability and health. Can a potential Big Four of that age handle the grind of a full season and a deep playoff run? That's a major concern right off the bat. Now, why would this move even make sense, despite the age concerns? According to Caleb Hightower of Sporting News, there are a few compelling reasons. First, LeBron brings unparalleled championship pedigree and leadership. He knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and that experience is invaluable. Second, his skill set is incredibly complementary to Steph Curry's. Steph's off-ball movement and shooting gravity combined with LeBron's elite playmaking, driving, and post-up ability could create an offensive attack that is incredibly difficult to defend. Their contrasting styles could mesh beautifully. Third, the Lakers' recent struggles failing to get past the first round might push LeBron to seek a new challenge and a clearer path to contention in his final years. If he feels the Lakers aren't positioned to win now, the Warriors could present an intriguing option. However, as with any blockbuster scenario, there are significant obstacles. The biggest one is the injury risk we already mentioned. Steph, Butler, and LeBron have all dealt with significant injuries this postseason. Relying on a core group with that injury history and age is a massive gamble. Then there are the contractual hurdles. LeBron has a $52.6 million player option for next season. If he opts in, it makes a trade incredibly complicated financially. If he opts out, he becomes a free agent, but signing him outright would require the Warriors to clear massive cap space, which seems almost impossible without dismantling the current roster. Furthermore, the Lakers' own plans are a factor. Their reported commitment to potentially pairing LeBron with Luka Doncic could keep him firmly in Los Angeles. Analyzing how the team would adapt, integrating LeBron would require a complete philosophical shift. While he's a brilliant passer and high IQ player who could theoretically fit into a motion offense, his game is naturally ball-dominant. The Warriors would need to find a way to balance his need for the ball with Steph's off-ball brilliance and Butler's isolation scoring. Defensively, adding LeBron might help with size, but his individual defensive effort has waned over the years, adding to the potential defensive challenges of an older core, especially if Kuminga is traded away as well. It's a high-wire act of roster construction and on-court chemistry. Looking ahead, if the Warriors have an earlier-than-hoped playoff exit and decide a significant roster shakeup is needed, Pursuing Lebron could emerge as that high-risk, high-reward target. While the logistical and financial challenges are immense, and it's far from guaranteed, the idea of LeBron in a Warriors jersey is undeniably fascinating and could absolutely electrify the Bay Area. It would signal an all-in approach, pushing every chip to the center of the table for one final run with the greatest shooter of all time. So, Dub Nation, let's hear it. What is your immediate reaction to this rumor? Could you ever see LeBron James playing for the Golden State Warriors? Do you think a Big Three or Big Four of that age could actually win a championship? Let me know all your thoughts and hot takes in the comments section down below. If you're buzzing about this possibility or just want to stay in the loop on all the craziest Warriors rumors, make sure you smash that like button. And please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. All right, Dub Nation, that's the latest on this absolutely wild potential trade scenario. Keep the faith, keep cheering loud for our guys, and let's go Warriors. We'll see you next time. Hey Suns fans and NBA world, Alex here bringing you another major update on the biggest storyline surrounding our Phoenix Suns this offseason. While the NBA playoffs are heating up with only 8 teams left battling for the championship, a lot of the league's attention is already shifting to the offseason, the draft lottery, and potential player movement. And right at the center of that speculation is our very own Kevin Durant. After a really tough season that saw us miss the playoffs entirely, despite having KD and Devin Booker leading the way, there's been non-stop talk about Kevin Durant's future in Phoenix. The aggressive moves made since Matt Ishbia took over haven't panned out as hoped, and now it's looking increasingly likely that KD could be on the move via trade this offseason. While Devin Booker has expressed his desire to stay in the Valley long-term, the overall future of the franchise feels uncertain, and parting ways with both Durant and possibly even Bradley Beal is being discussed as a potential path forward. For the Suns, we just heard from our new GM Brian Gregory, who sounded like he was planning with KD and Beal, but this new report adds a whole new layer. So what's the latest context on these trade rumors? There was some hope that the decision on trading Durant might depend on who the Suns hire as their next head coach, suggesting a new coach could convince KD to stay. However, the latest update on Monday paints a different picture, making a trade still seem incredibly probable. The uncertainty around the team's direction and the financial constraints make big changes feel inevitable. Here's the crucial update on the Durant trade rumors, according to The Athletic. As the offseason gets closer and teams prepare for potential player movement, Kevin Durant's interest in being traded to the Houston Rockets is reportedly increasing. That's right, the Rockets. This is a significant piece of information, KD himself having a preferred landing spot. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. The Houston Rockets reportedly have reservations on their side. While teams often trade young talent or valuable assets for a superstar, sometimes those moves don't work out in the long run. The Rockets are looking at Durant, who is getting older, and are reportedly hesitant to pay an exorbitant price, likely involving valuable young players and draft picks, for a superstar who is much older than other potential options they might pursue. It's a classic dilemma, balancing immediate impact with future assets. Analyzing the situation from the Rockets' perspective, they just lost in the first round to the Golden State Warriors, and a major takeaway was their clear lack of superstar talent that could have potentially pushed them over the edge in that series. Adding a player of Durant's caliber would instantly elevate them into playoff contention in the West. Despite his age, KD is still one of the best scorers in the world and could immediately make them a much more dangerous team. While Durant might be confident he could lead a team like the Rockets deep into the playoffs, coming from a Suns team that was expected to be a top contender, the Rockets' front office has valid reasons for their reservations about the cost and long-term fit. It's a high price to pay for a player entering the twilight of his career, no matter how great he still is. Adding another layer of complexity is the potential availability of other stars, like Giannis Antetokounmpo, though that's a separate, massive rumor, which could impact the market for Durant and potentially make teams even more hesitant to pay top dollar. So, What are the possible consequences and future questions? If Durant is genuinely interested in Houston, it provides a clear potential trade partner for the Suns. However, the Rockets' hesitation means a deal is far from guaranteed, and the Suns might need to lower their asking price or look at other teams. If a trade to Houston doesn't materialize, where else could KD go? Do the Suns have to trade him, or could a new coach somehow convince him to stay and try to run it back? This update confirms that trade talks are indeed happening and that Durant is thinking about his next move, but the path forward for both the Suns and KD remains incredibly uncertain. It's a complex situation with a lot of moving parts. What do you think about Kevin Durant potentially wanting to go to the Houston Rockets? Do you think the Rockets should pay the price for KD? And what should the Suns do this offseason? Let me know all your thoughts and predictions in the comments section down below. If you want to stay on top of every single twist and turn in the Suns offseason and the NBA trade market, make sure you smash that like button. And please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. All right, Suns fans and NBA fans, that's the latest crucial update on the Kevin Durant trade rumors. It's going to be a wild offseason. We'll see you next time.